meeting.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Actually, I think it's my time.
All right, so we will go on to 2.0, which is the agenda approval.
Move to approve.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded to accept the agenda as stated. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Go on to 3.0, visitors to address the board, and this is the time for public comment on non-agenda items. Do we have any?
I don't. I know that Mr. Leader is here to check in about two-factor authentication. We could technically bring him as a guest in case anyone has any questions or anything, and then let him go home.
I think that would be a fantastic idea. Before we do that, I'd like to publicly introduce Christy Woodard, our new CFO. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, even though you're not officially on the clock yet. We're really excited to have you join our team. Sad that Jessica is going to another district that won't be mentioned, but she has served us phenomenally, and you're following somebody who, well, I think that she set it up very nicely that you'll be successful as well. So, yeah. So thank you for being here. Ed, two-factor authentication. Yes.
Just wonder if you have any questions. I can describe the process, how it works. The reason is it's just another layer of security. Someone were to get hold of your credentials, something you know, then two-factor is something you have. So not that a hacker would have that.
So Ed, I apologize, Chris or Kelly. There's too many Christies now. So just really quickly, if I'm somebody who is uncomfortable using my phone as the authentication device, is there another way that we can do that?
Yep. There's a little thumb drive type device called a hardware token, and it generates a passcode, and we connect that to the person's account on Duo, which is our security provider, and it can be used off, doesn't have to have Wi-Fi connection or anything like that, so they just press the button, they get a code, and then when they get prompted for the 2FA login, put in that 6-digit code and hit enter in there.
Awesome. Good. Thank you.
So we'll just be getting a 6-digit code like in a text or whatever, and typical of all other bank transactions or whatever.
This,
Yeah.
or on a
device.
Those are the most, well, two of the most secure ones. Text over
So is this so that we can get our email, or can I still just get my email? Like my email comes to my computer now.
It's anything, it's covering anything, or we're trying to cover everything that's web connected. So if someone
So our
would get
email
a
is
hold of
web
your,
connected.
so Gmail, it's a Google product.
So when I go to my email now, I'm going to say, click on email, and it's going to say, well, what's your?
Well, like your phone is already connected, so it won't challenge you for that. So any new connections, it'd be prompted, using your password, prompt for the 2FA authentication. If you go to a browser on a computer, when you sign in there, then likely it'll do a challenge.
And usually opposite, like if you're on the computer, it'll go to your phone.
So
So do you have a code for us already, or a
I sent you
QR
a
code?
email.
Okay.
So what you do is you download that first on your phone, and there are instructions there on what I sent you. Do a mobile, you install that first. Then you go to your email. Brad, you're good, and Trin, you're good. Oh, am I good now? I think you already set yours up.
Very good. I'm playing with it.
I already have it. Mine, it's just prompting for the QR code or a code. And
So then you do that, you click the link on the email.
But I got like 6 emails from you.
There's only one that mattered.
I know, and I'm like, which one?
I've been pestered.
Those were training opportunities.
Yes. I'll play with it. It's just been.
Me too. I've been too crazy, but I've read it really fast.
I've been going till 4 in the morning without that, so I just have been trying.
The email's from Duo Security, and it's enrollment email. I can send you another one if you don't want. I can do it individually.
Yeah, it's right there.
Then this file will get started, and then you choose Duo Mobile as the method. ask for your phone number, you put that in, and then at one point, it'll do a QR code, and it's best to have like on a separate device, because it'll pop up a QR code, then you can pick up your phone, set up an account, and you scan the code, and it links it. If that happens or is a glitch, I can go and send you a text message from the system, and it's an activation link, and you open it up on your phone, and then it'll open up the app and automatically link it together.
Anything else required after you do that?
I'm going to do it for them, but staff regular will have to go into ClassLink and just enable it.
Okay.
ClassLink's our kind of identity provider and does a whole bunch of other stuff. After June 30th, it'll be required, so there's a little checkbox we'll enable that'll set that for everyone, just for protection. And I can go in there and set it for you.
I just made it unenabled, so.
That's true, because I get more emails, now I'm on the school district email.
And it
that
locked
says,
my other one.
Your package
So all my
is
others
waiting
are-
for a better address, please click the following here.
It's pretty slick once you get it down,
They didn't
but
say
it
what
works
that
pretty
So
well.
I have it, like it has, I have
Oh,
all my
yeah.
other
Oh, yeah.
accounts in there.
You're gonna have fun with
But
that.
it's,
Every time I order something like from Amazon, I'll get
so I have it
things from
already.
all recreation.
So when I went
And
into
if it comes to
his,
you paying the
now
neck,
it's like
there's this one.
blocking me out because it's a different app.
Thing, it lasts like 2 years.
Yeah, it's different. Cool.
So are you on any vacation days between now and June 30th?
The
So I'll have two
27th,
different ones. I
28th,
can't
and
just
then
use
So really, we need to be done by
And my
the
code changes
26th,
every
okay.
time.
See, you cannot do
Is
it.
that
Gives you
okay,
a
so
code.
that's
Well,
right.
if you use one of these,
This is
if
a-
you use
this is a district
the
program.
mobile app,
Sorry.
there's a thing called push, so if you get that multi-factor authentication pop up, you hit send me a push,
Do
there's a
a what?
notification pop
It
up on
didn't,
your
it
phone, you
won't
just say, oh,
download
it's
it on
me.
its own.
And it gives you like, oh, it's your name, where it's coming
I've
from,
got
so
really
it says
fast
like
sixes.
Russia or
Android
France.
maybe.
Then you know that someone maybe had your credential and is trying to hack your account.
Yeah,
Use that
okay.
little extra.
And the only thing I use the iPad for is to remember that first
Well, if you just hit it, and it pops up and
crazy,
it lets you in.
he said these
Yeah,
passwords
yeah,
for
cover
Kelly and
it.
I.
I have to do all my,
Once it's
And we
linked,
can-
Does she every so
I
often
can do
she
a
calls and
password
says,
and my
what's our
finger.
password?
I think once it's linked,
Well,
it
you
just,
can reset it
when
if
you
you
open it
want.
up, it's,
You can
yeah, hit the dual link.
No, then I would be
thing, it pops up,
hopeless.
you say,
I know I have them written down inside on the back of my iPad, so when I get stuck, it's not charged, but I can flip up the lid.
It's going, I didn't hear that, I didn't hear that.
No, it doesn't go anywhere, but it's on the desk. You know, I don't use it for anything, I don't take it anywhere, I don't even
Someone
use
bugs
it.
you up to the door.
except for I'm
Yeah, be
locked out
careful
of it
though.
anyway.
Yeah, well, if somebody wants that,
Yeah,
they
you
can
can,
have
there's
it.
he has it.
That's like your old-
Look through and see
All
what
right.
it's.
I always get
Anybody got any
emails
more
from
questions on that
Christine,
one?
so-
No, I don't.
Okay.
And I'm hosting, you're probably getting lots of emails, nightly, it's a help session over Google Meet, and just drop in a question, or just call me or email directly, I do it all day long, so it's.
Starting Monday, I'll be bringing all 10 of my kids with me, since you guys stopped school as of, 2 days ago.
Anyway, yeah, it's, all right. Well, I think it's a good idea because it's just getting
Too crazy.
more and more nonsense, you know.
So in the last, month, we've had 2 breaches potential, 4?
4.
Multiple.
Like 2 in a day.
And,
You've been so busy, you
I
didn't
had
even
one
know.
this week myself.
Yeah.
I sent out emails that were not me.
The greatest thing is when I finally get to get on there and find out that not only did it already happen, but you already fixed it. I just go, score it. Yeah.
Take all those and.
Right. Ed's got it done.
It's a never ending challenge for sure. Well, thank you, Ed.
Thanks, Ed. We'll let you go home.
I'll be sure to be confused and call you sometime, but not tonight.
I emailed you.
Anyone can do it. Anyone can do it.
Okay. Thanks, Ed.
Thank you. Have a good summer.
You too.
And so we don't have anything else, all right?
No
Okay.
other requests.
All right. So we're going to go on to 4.0, the consent agenda. One of the,
I move we accept the consent agenda as stated.
I'll second.
it's been moved and seconded to accept the consent agenda as stated. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thanks, motion carries. So now we're going to go into 5.0, which is our new business. And it is really 5.1.1 all the way through 5.1.31 in various number order is all these different policies. And this is only the second reading, so don't feel like if you haven't came up with all the questions in the world that you have to do it by tonight. If anybody's got any for tonight, we can go for it.
Many of them are because of the recent laws that have been passed by the legislature, this is just OSBA catching up. So a lot of it is just to align with current laws with our policies.
The only thing I thought about on some of them was that maybe you at least, whenever you have a moment before school starts again, is get to work with your administration, just make sure everybody's on the same page on some of these stuff, the understanding of them. Not that they
To review
have to
this.
do them, but yeah, just do a quick review with them. Because some of them are just a learning thing for every one of us, let alone
Yeah.
the poor administrators.
No,
So,
that's a good idea. We can review just on a regular basis when we're renewing. I like that.
yeah, because these ones would be hard if you didn't understand any changes to them or anything, so. Okay, anybody else have anything else on that part? We good? All right, then we're gonna go into 5.2, our superintendent report from Mr. Scott Stockwell.
Yes, and so we have, as you know, a student representative on the board. We have a replacement for Lucy, and we continue to refine our process. We sent out applications, we received the applications, and then we had our board chair, Melody, excuse me, and our vice chair, Ryan, interview the 5 candidates that applied, and then they made a selection and a recommendation. They'll make a recommendation here in a moment for you to vote on and approve to join us. We went back and forth on the process and felt like that was probably the best way to get as much student voice and hear what they had to say without having it in a public meeting. And if we added another board member, then it'd become a public meeting, and just felt like it wasn't appropriate to interview students live during a board meeting. The process, I think, was sound, and I can tell you the students were amazing. We just finished the interviews. It was very, very difficult to select. They all were really strong. Just sitting and listening to their interviews gives you lots of hope for the future. And man, what a strong senior class we've got with those 5 candidates. So we have selected one. We spoke with each one of them and let them know that we appreciated them, we appreciated their input, and that we would be emailing the successful candidate and the candidates that weren't successful, even though they're high quality, between the board meeting and between the interviews and the board meeting. And that's why poor Christy was running to send out those emails. And again, I apologize for that, but thank you very much, Christy, for
Christy.
doing that. But I think both Ryan and Melody can attest that super strong candidates, very competent and well-connected. What I really liked through all of them, the voice that I heard was, I want my school to feel like everyone is welcomed and that there's belonging and that it's a place where you can learn, because if you don't feel like you belong, then it's tough to learn. Just, really, really wise kiddos beyond their years. So it was a pleasure doing the interviews. I'm sad that we can't have all 5 of them.
I wanted to keep all of them.
But we had to make a really difficult decision.
Yeah.
So do you want me to announce that now, or do you want to wait till?
Well, I have Brian making a nomination when we get there.
Yes,
So.
because then we have to decide if we're going to vote for them.
Well, you're going to do that over here on the next part. So as soon as we flip the page.
So you generally would reveal that now, and then our action item would be to approve it.
So reveal now and then approve,
Yes,
is how you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
And you know how to pronounce it?
I believe I do.
Okay, go for it.
All right. So Keely Scoville is our selection. Fantastic young lady, and very active and connected throughout the school, in track, in band, and leadership, and a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
So fantastic young lady. Okay, that is really my report.
Edie?
Keely. Keely Scoville.
All right, well, then we'll go into 6.0, which is visitors to address the board. And this is a time for public comment on agenda items. Do we have any?
No requests?
All right. Well, then we're going to go on to 7.0, action items, which is the 7.1, appoint the student body representative.
I'll make a motion that we approve Keely Scoville to the student body position for this following year.
I'll second it.
Right? It's been moved and seconded to appoint Keely Scoville as our new student board representative for the school year of 24-25. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Then we go on to 8.0, which is our upcoming meeting input, which will be our regular board meeting that I think a lot of you are skipping out on June 26th, 2024 at 6:30. We might want to make sure we have enough to do
I
that.
believe that Christy took a poll and we've got a quorum for that meeting.
Okay.
Yes.
I will probably be joining by Zoom.
Okay.
And then I did have some upcoming meeting input for a work session because I have had some phone calls, but it's also something that I've asked for prior. And maybe we can do a work session and just like think out and update in what we're doing in our SPED processes right now in our FTEs and connection to Northwest ESD and any changes. Please and thank you.
So are you talking basically like when we've scheduled times that we just got together as a board and worked on stuff before?
Yeah, just one of our normal summer work sessions, and if we want to invite any of them or not my wheelhouse, Mr. Stockwell will get it organized.
In between all your vacations, we'll see what we can do.
I've got it covered.
All right.
I think it's a
Okay.
great suggestion.
Thank you.
So just as a thing, I guess, well, would it be good to figure out a way to get our new board member either to the summer meeting? Would probably have to have a parent take them for the main day, or maybe just talk to them about reserving time for the November meeting. But I think that was really, really beneficial to your last board member to go.
If
Yeah,
they're
however you
unable
wanna do it there,
to
but
get
one's in
there, I'd be
Salem
happy
and one's
to
in Portland,
get
so
them
neither
there.
one is that challenging to get to. But,
Lucy,
you know,
so
the
did Lucy
main,
go to
the
both
main
of them?
Saturday meeting is.
Well, actually, it is
Pretty
in
big
Salem
day.
this year. She went to the one in Portland.
Yeah,
Went to the one in-
I kind of like that one.
This school year.
Yeah.
This year's in Salem,
Yeah.
the summer one. I'm not sure how, we should check how many, or if there's a student sessions, because they did have student sessions.
Yes, and then maybe get our person
Is
involved
it too
in
late
the
to sign her
student
up for this
session.
one, even if we wanted to? Okay.
I mean, Lucy was involved in the
But if
student
it's relevant.
session kind of as a walk-on,
If
but.
it's relevant.
In the
Otherwise,
November one?
Yeah,
and that was really
It
good.
started out with 2 kids and ended up with 4.
Yeah,
And
seems fine.
That was a really good one.
yeah,
Mhm.
and so I think those are good, just good experiences for them to
Is there an actual, is there an
be
actual
involved, hear the
agenda
keynote
out yet
speakers,
for the one in
maybe
the
things
summer?
like that, I think are really,
Yeah. right.
that's valuable.
One other important date to note, tomorrow is Plymouth High School graduation at 6, so hopefully you can all be there.
Wouldn't miss it. Rush there.
So then there was some other things on Friday, what else?
Those were various times at the middle school, weren't they?
You
There's,
know, middle school, virtual school, all kinds of things. The virtual school, they stuck at 11 o'clock, which makes it a little challenging for me.
well, we have the 3 core value awards that are gonna be passed out, so.
Okay,
Stacy has, I don't have those dates, times
Right.
committed, but I can check and send
well,
them
I
out.
know the
to
Zoom,
all.
didn't all look too bad until the Zoom one.
Okay, so the
Popped in
Zoom's
there.
gonna be at 11, and
Yeah, that
then
one's
you're
hard.
going to have 1:15 at McBride, and 2:30 at the middle school, and then 3:30 to be determined.
Is that the virtual?
That probably was the original
Yeah, but
virtual,
they
so that
moved
one was the
to 11.
11th,
I
so
thought
forget
they moved
that.
that to
So
11.
11, 1:15, and 2:30.
Yep. there
Yeah,
you
so
go.
the 11 is going to be a challenge. That's 11 to 1 is class.
See, that's the better one for me.
I'm not sure if I can make them this year, so.
Kids are home.
Okay,
Yeah, if you can make it, great, and if,
if not, well, great too. It will be because I'm doing something else for the school, so it's not like I'm efficient.
All right, well, if that's everything, then I think we are adjourned.
Yeah.
We're good.
Thank
We
you.
did it.